Psychology is a general subject suited to students who are interested in pathways beyond school that lead to tertiary studies, vocational education or work. Psychology provides opportunities for students to engage with concepts that explain behaviours and underlying cognitions. In Unit 1, students examine individual development in the form of the role of the brain, cognitive development, human consciousness and sleep. In Unit 2, students investigate the concept of intelligence, the process of diagnosis, and how to classify psychological disorders and determine an effective treatment. And lastly, the contribution of emotion and motivation on the individual behaviour. In Unit 3, students examine individual thinking and how it is determined by the brain, including perception, memory and learning. In Unit 4, students consider the influence of others by examining theories of social psychology, interpersonal processes, attitudes and cross-cultural psychology. Classwork for psychology includes content-based learning, experiments, data analysis, hands-on activities and whole class discussions. Throughout psychology, students will be required to develop an understanding of statistics, data analysis and reading and comprehension of scientific literature. Therefore, in order to be successful in psychology, students must have achieved a satisfactory level in Year 10 Science, Maths and English, or be willing to work hard to address any weaknesses. Psychology offers students the flexibility to explore their own scientific interests, both individually and as a team. Students are encouraged to come to psychology with an interest in the complexity of human interactions and how they influence human behaviour.
Psychology is a course of study consisting of 4 units. Subject matter and learning experiences increase in complexity from Units 1 and 2 to Units 3 and 4 as students develop greater independence as learners. In psychology, all 4 units follow the same pattern of assessment. Assessment items in Year 11 are more rigorously scaffolded and drafted in order to assist students in achieving success in Year 12. Assessment items include a data test where students respond to items using qualitative and/or quantitative data derived from the mandatory or suggested practicals, activities or case studies from within the unit being studied. A student experiment in which the students experiment, modify, refine, extend or redirect an experiment in order to address their own related hypothesis or research question. It is sufficient that students use a practical performed in class or a simulation as the basis for their methodology and research question. A research investigation in which students gather secondary evidence related to a research question in order to evaluate a claim. The students then develop their research question based on a number of possible claims provided by their teacher, and students work individually throughout this task. The external exam is a summative external assessment developed and marked by the QCAA. In psychology, it contributes 50% to a student's overall subject result. Summative external assessment assesses learning from both Units 3 and 4. In Year 11, students will undertake a Unit 1-2 exam that is a similar format to the external exam in order to prepare their study skills for the summative external exam in Year 12. Psychology can contribute a maximum of 4 QCE credits to a student's senior learning pathway. It is a general science subject, which means that it provides content and skill development aligned with further studies at university. A course of study in psychology can establish a basis for further education and employment in the fields of psychology, sales, human resourcing, training, social work, health, law, business, marketing, and education.